How's it going, gaming world? Insane Gamer here, giving you a commentary on PC, a little bit of Battlefield 4. I'm sorry. Um, Want to finish up my part 3 of E3 predictions and get into just the state of gaming as a whole. Um, so far, we've talked about how I feel as if Sony um, has some ground to make up as far as keeping at least some people hopeful that they can still support some good AAA titles, exclusive AAA titles. Hopefully they can. Like I said, I hope they prove me wrong. I hope they bring something to the table um, and continue to compete with Xbox, Microsoft, because I feel as if Microsoft, I know for a fact, will bring some exclusives. Now, how many and how serious of the exclusives are? How serious the exclusives are as far as competitive and just complete something new, revamp, things like that. Nobody knows, but I'm really hopeful with Microsoft. Like I said, guys, and when you look at these videos that I've made, the part 1 and part 2, don't think that I'm saying Sony cannot support exclusives. Yes, they're going to have exclusives. It's just what kind of exclusives, and are they going to be intriguing to most? And how many are they going to bring to the table every year? Because as Sony is financially burdened right now. They really can't, dish out the money to continue to pick up exclusives. That's not something that I'm trying to make up. That's just something that's a fact. But enough with that. Like I said, guys, continue to just show support. Please like and subscribe, and let's get into the meat of the commentary. Right now, guys, as far as gaming as a whole, it's really interesting. It's people thinking that gaming's gonna go more mobile. You can start playing big name titles on your cell phone and stuff like that, just because of how technology is, starting to advance so rapidly. And it's a good point. I'm not saying that it's unlikely because, as as new phones and new tablets come out, they are more powerful, have better processors and things like that. Now, do I think it's a good thing? That's another question. I personally don't think it's a good thing. It's not. I don't think that playing Battlefield, Call of Duty on a cell phone or a tablet, it's going to be all that appealing. Even if you had a controller, even if you hooked the tablet up to your TV, I feel as if you either need a PC or console. The tablet deal, it's fine, and it's good for convenience, but that's about it. I don't want gaming to get too crazy into it, and stuff like that. But with that being said, there's also, speculations that consoles could be dying out. As you can see, I'm getting some heavy fire from the sniper. But, consoles could be dying out, and everybody's speculating that this could be the last console and all this stuff. Well, my personal opinion, yes and no. I feel as if Microsoft is more likely to come out with another console just because of the fact they're able to make a profit off of this one. Yeah, it may not be doing as good as the PlayStation 4 numbers-wise, but you guys got to realize, Microsoft's only out in 2 regions versus Sony being out in 72 regions. So they have an advantage with that. Who's to say, if Microsoft was to be out in 72 regions just like Sony, that it could be either tied, it could be closer, it could, Microsoft could take the lead. Now, Sony, on the other hand, the interesting thing about them is they got PlayStation Now. It's already been said that they would like to stream, a lot of their games onto multiple devices, and PlayStation Now would be one of those technologies that would be able to do that. So I could see them kind of straying away from the consoles. It would suck, honestly. I really don't think they should stray away from the console, but as it sits right now, it looks like that may possibly happen. But who knows? You know, that's a good thing about, you know, seeing, you know, giving Sony a couple more years, Microsoft a couple more years. Who's to say they both stray away from consoles? Nobody knows. Now, if they both stray away from consoles, does that mean that PC would be the primary platform just because of the fact that you could upgrade when you want to? The games and everything like that will run better. I wouldn't say run better, but may look better. As they continue to optimize better for PCs, the games will run better. The thing about PCs, guys, it's so diverse. You know, you got Intel, AMD, NVIDIA. You got different type of processors. Nothing's the same like on consoles. So what you run into is, since everybody's computer is different, you know, it's hard to optimize the best for that type of setup. But you know, they're getting better at it. You know, they're coming out with different software like Mantle, G-Sync, things of that nature, trying to help with that. The main thing with PC is the latency. They need to try to fix the latency. You know, they have a lot of GPU buffs and stuff like that to try to help the game run smoother, because you'd be amazed, man. I mean, oh, let's get out of here, guys. That helicopter's going down. But you'd be amazed how hard it is to get the game to run at least playable on PC. Even though, you know, the games are made on PC, doesn't mean that it's going to run the best on PC. Call of Duty Ghosts is a perfect example. That game runs terrible. No matter what kind of computer you got, it's still going to run terrible. You know, I have a decent computer, guys. I got a AMD setup. I got a Asus 7970. GPU, 3 gigabytes, gigahertz edition. I got an AMD 8350 processor, 3 terabyte hard drive, 60 gigabytes of RAM. You know, nothing too extreme, but it's pretty good. You know, I can play games pretty comfortably at max settings and stuff like that. Streaming, uploading is not a problem. But with that, like I said, Call of Duty Ghosts still doesn't run that great on my computer. And sadly to say, it sucks. You know, Black Ops 2 was probably the best optimized, I would say, as far as PC goes. I mean, it ran fantastic, guys. I mean, fantastic. It looked good. It played well. Yeah, you have, you know, the hit detection stuff like that, but that's just a game flaw. You know, that's on any platform that you play it on. Hit detection could have been a little bit more sensitive, I guess you could say. But you know, that would be interesting, you know, because, you know, a lot of people think PC is dying, but it's not necessarily dying, guys. It's a robust community, I will say that. Depending on what kind of games you like, it will suit you, you know, to get a PC. Like League of Legends, Dota, stuff like that. It's going to be pretty hard to get them on consoles just because of how robust they are and stuff like that. And, you know, consoles really are not generally made for games like that. So, you know, if you like games like that, you know, you can get you a console, and when you want to play something different or something like that, you can try out an RTS or a tower defense game like League or Dota. They're free to play. They're actually pretty good looking games for them to be 2D. And they're fun. I mean, you gotta have time with them, guys. You know, it takes a little bit. Games may take 30 to 40 minutes, depending on, you know, how bad the team is and how good your team is. Like I said, shooters-wise, I mean, the one that's really heavily supported is Battlefield, of course, and Counter-Strike. Call of Duty Ghosts, on the other hand, and this is coming from somebody who's played on consoles and has both consoles and a PC, it's not supported as much. You know, I remember specifically when I first built my computer, I was looking forward to Black Ops 2, so I could try it out on my computer. And I ended up getting it for Xbox 360, PS3, and I ended up getting it for PC. And, you know, I was thinking there's going to be quite a few people online and everything, and sadly to say, and, you know, 16,000 to you guys may be a lot still, but when you're used to playing on consoles and you have anywhere from 3,000 to almost 1,000,000 people online on one particular game, Halo's a perfect example, guys. When it first came out, Halo 3, it was a lot of people on it. Halo 4 was a lot of people on it at launch. Call of Duty was a lot of people at launch. I remember at one point in time, when I got the game at least, and I'm Central Time, it was around 650,000 people, and by the end of the day, it was by far almost 1,000,000 people online on just one game. That's support, guys. That is support, because you don't have to worry about trying to find a lobby, anything like that, unless your NAT is strict, and that sucks. Anybody who has a strict NAT, I'm sorry, but you should try to figure out ways to do it. There's ways around it. You can get around the strict NAT and stuff like that. But that's fantastic. That means the longevity of that game is going to last for a while. Perfect example is Call of Duty 4. There's still a decent amount of people where you can get on it. You decided you don't want to play it, you can get on it and play it. And there's going to be people on it and you're going to enjoy it. Yeah, there's going to be hackers on it sometimes. That's just like PC. It's going to be hackers sometimes. You might get in a modded lobby. It's because the servers are not supported anymore. They moved on to bigger and better things. Sadly to say, they don't support the system, that server or that game anymore. So your hacker's going to be on there a little bit more, your modders, stuff like that. But I will say this. COD 4 on PC is supported pretty good as well, but that's because they went to servers instead of open lobbies and stuff where people can make their own servers. You can join them, they can set the rules, stuff like that. Now, Black Ops was the last one, I believe. Every other one has been on servers, things like that, and it has not been supported as much. Black Ops 2 had maybe 6,000 people at the day of launch, and that was at the peak, and that sucked. I think it maybe have gotten to 23,000, but still, that's nothing compared to 600,000, people. And that's at the peak of the game. That's when it's new. So think about it 6 months into it, and depending on how big of a hit it is, it's going to factor in how many people are going to still support it as well. So, as it sits now, you may average right now at this time, it's almost, I believe, 12 o'clock in the morning. You may average maybe 2,000 or 3,000. That's doing pretty good at this time of night. It picks up as it gets closer, to about 8 o'clock in the morning, my time. Weekends, yeah, you're going to have more people that are going to be on versus during the day. And you may get maybe 6,000 people on Black Ops. Maybe 3,000 people on Modern Warfare 3, and about maybe 700 to 800 people on Modern Warfare 2. To me, that's just kind of concerning because there's been plenty of times where I've had to, wow, look at this accuracy, guys, this is terrible. I'd be sitting in lobbies for about 30 minutes, trying to get into a game. And it says, they have potential games. You see people in that game mode, but it just won't do it. My NAT will be open and everything, So it gets kind of irritating, you know what I mean? It really does. And some people may not like the mouse, but the good thing is that a lot of games now that are on PC are starting to support controllers. So if you like controllers, you can still play it on controllers. But just remember, Call of Duty, things like that, does not have aim assist on PC. So it's not going to feel as, I guess, natural or what you're accustomed to. It's still going to be kind of weird even with the gamepad. And that's just honest truth. But it's a controller. It's better than the mouse. You at least be able to give the game a chance, without getting too frustrated real quick. So, that's pretty cool if you want to get into it. But like I said, guys, it's really interesting. I hope, like I said, I hope mobile doesn't become the primary focus, or tablets, stuff like that. I mean, if they're going to do something like that, you might as well just stick to PC desktops. I would even go laptops. That's the closest I would go. But desktops and stuff like that, I believe would be the primary because it's future-proof. I mean, you can upgrade when you want to. You're not at the mercy of Sony or Microsoft. You can upgrade your computer whenever you want to. And even if you don't know how to build a computer, guys, you get one made. You can send it to a shop, get a new graphics card and stuff like that. And I'm gonna tell you something, guys. You know, when I built my computer, it was the first time ever building it. I always wanted to do it. I was kind of intimidated by it. But you know what? I was like, hey, I have a little bit of money to spend. Let's just look into it and see how hard it can be. And, you know, I looked to see what was compatible with what I wanted. You know, I didn't want to go too deep into it just because I didn't like it, you know. And so, you know, I found things for a reasonable price and just bought parts, one at a time, individually, you know, not in bulk. And I built my PC, and it was not that hard. And the good thing about it is knowing the fact that you know how to build your PC, it is fantastic because if something does go wrong with it, guess what? You can fix it because you built it. So you're not at the mercy of taking it back to Microsoft, waiting for them to look at it, trying to fix it, and try to send you a new used one even though you just bought it maybe a week ago or a month ago, or Sony too, you know. You could go get it fixed. You can go get the part, go get it fixed. And keep moving, you know. And you can multitask on a PC. You can video edit it, you can record like I'm doing now and play the game and not even have any hiccups, you know what I mean? I'm recording at 1080p, cap is at 60 frames per second, and I have no lag whatsoever. It is running smooth. Now, if I was to use Fraps, that's a totally different story. Fraps, man, it is a CPU sucker. I mean, it works the crap out of your CPU, so it makes everything real skippy. Right now, I'm using a video recording software called Action. It's very good so far. I'm very impressed with it. You can get it for about 30 bucks, guys, on their website. I'm impressed, you know. So, if you guys are looking into that, you know, you can check that video software out. Now, as far as video editing, I really don't have a video editing software right now. They're very expensive. Sony Vegas, anything like that. Anything like that, it's pretty expensive, and I don't feel like paying that money for that, you know. Not right now, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna see how this turns out, and please let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like and subscribe. Let me know what I could change, things like that. I'm always open for advice to make this channel better. It's something I want to do as a hobby, you know, in my spare time and stuff like that. I really do enjoy playing video games and recording it, and letting people see, you know, the game and everything like that. And commentary, this is something new for me. This is probably my 4th time actually doing commentary while I'm playing a game, or you know, overlapping it over a game. And so, you know, I'm getting more comfortable with it and starting to figure out what works and what doesn't and everything like that. But so far, so good. Like I said, my first video about the E3 predictions to Microsoft Sony, it's continued to go up, guys. If you look at my channel, my videos, the most I've gotten was 43 views. I'm up to 73 views, and that's doing pretty good to me. That just shows that people are at least taking the time out to watch them, not just if they like them or don't like it. That just shows that at least some people are, you know, interested in what I'm interested in as well, and that's gaming as a whole. Give me your comments in this section, what you think the state of gaming is overall, and if you have anything to say about Sony or Microsoft, please feel free, and I will comment back, and we can have a healthy discussion about it. Insane Gamer here, signing off. We'll see you guys later. Peace.